What up, guys? Welcome back today to OnePlus Buds Pro. We got them here in the studio. We're going to check them out. This is the matte black version. It does come in a glossy white as well. We're going to jump right in. You saw the quick unboxing. Let's see what else comes in the box. Now, price on these guys, $150. So we'll see if they are worth it, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button. A sub would be appreciated. Let's check out what we get on the OnePlus Buds Pro. Again, matte black version. So, of course, typical paperwork. We don't care about that. Put that to the side. Buds for life. That's what they are saying right now. Tiny, tiny, tiny little USB-C to USB-A. So, okay, sure. A little piece of paper that shows you where the touch controls are. Now, these are a squeeze to touch, just like the AirPod Pros. And I will be doing some comparison videos later on in the week, putting these up against the AirPod Pros. And we will see. Now, we do get some silicone tips. We got small and large in here, and we do get medium already installed on the buds. And they did seem to work fine for me. And, of course, the packaging right here. I like the colors. I've always liked OnePlus colors. Very clean, red and white. In the back, a little bit about it. And this is all in Chinese. I did order these from AliExpress, guys. And I did pay, you know, price here, $150. I think I paid like $130 for these on AliExpress, but it did take a couple weeks to get here. Now, the matte black version, you can see here, and if I turn it around the right way, OnePlus here with their branding on the top, the matte black, and it does have that coating on there for that smooth, clean finish, which you guys know I love matte black. I am all about that matte black right now. So OnePlus here, we open it up and you can see the two-tone earbuds. They look very similar in shape and size to the AirPod Pros, and you guys will see that more in comparison videos. You can see an L and an R on there. That middle button is to pair these up with whatever phone you are using. On the back, you're going to have your USB-C port. Now, these are wireless charging compatible as well. We'll talk about all of the specs in a minute after I show you the actual earbuds. Now, I do like this case. It's not very tall. It's kind of slim. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And I even like the earbuds a little bit more. I think this coating on here for that matte black finish is really clean, really sharp and smooth, with that two-tone look on the bottom, almost like a chrome color, but a dark shade of chrome. I like it. I think these things look really sharp and really clean. I think clean is the perfect word for it. So the specs on these earbuds, guys, again, $150, ANC transparency mode on here. Now, there is an app if you don't have a OnePlus device. If you do have a OnePlus device, which the only OnePlus device I have is the 6T, and the pop-up animation does not work on the 6T. But all the newer phones, you're going to get that pop-up animation just like you would on an iPhone with AirPods. And then you go into settings in Bluetooth, you click on a little settings menu, and it will take you in, and you'll be able to change some of the settings on these earbuds. But good thing is, OnePlus did do a good thing here. So if you're on an iPhone, or if you're on an Android device like here, the Fold 3, there is an app, Hey Melody. I'm going to show you the app. We'll walk through it really quick, and then we'll get into the rest of the buds. But the rest of the specs on the OnePlus Buds Pro, again, $150. White and black color. Now, these are IP55. The buds are IP55, sweat and water resistant, and the case itself is actually IPX4 sweat and water resistant. So feel free to work out in these, run in these, do whatever you want. You should be fine. I wouldn't suggest submerging these in water, but feel free to get them a little wet and you should be okay. Now, battery life, again, wireless charging compatible on here. 5 hours and 28 with the case with ANC on, and around 7 hours and 38 with the case with ANC off. 11mm dynamic drivers on here. These are also Bluetooth 5.2, and as far as the codecs go, we do have SBC, AAC, and LHDC high def audio support. Now, 3 mics on each earbud with the ENC noise reduction technology. So they are saying the phone calls should be really good. Of course, we will test it out and do a couple of mic tests. Now, the latency, they say 94 milliseconds of latency. We'll see. We'll see if there's any delay between audio and video. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And there's a warp charge on here, guys. 10 minutes will get you an extra 10 hours with the case of battery life on here. So We're going to jump in. I'm going to connect these to the app, and I'll show you the Hey Melody app. And then we'll go from there. We'll talk about the sound quality, transparency mode, ambient mode, or whatever you want to call it, and the ANC on these earbuds. Let's check out the app. Now, once we are inside the app, you can see it does give us a picture of the OnePlus Buds Pro, as well as the battery percentages here, device connected, and this app will be the same on an iPhone. And again, if you have a OnePlus device, just go into the Bluetooth settings, click on the icon all the way to the right in settings, and it will take you to a menu where you can have some of the same customizable things in there. Now, firmware update, of course, I am up to date, but if you do need an update, it will show you there. Earbud controls, if you click on here, you can go in and again, quick squeeze, just like the AirPod Pro. So if you squeeze it once, play and pause, and some of this is not editable. You cannot change some of these. Double squeeze, next track on both earbuds. Now, triple squeeze, you can change, and you can change that to left and right, previous. That's how it comes out of the box, or you can change it to voice assistant. We're going to leave it on previous right now. Squeeze and hold your earbud stem. This is how you're going to go through transparency mode, ambient mode, or just completely turn it off. You can select right now, it's just noise cancellation and transparency. Noise cancellation off. We're going to turn that on as well, and we back out. Now, long touch and hold. This is kind of cool. Zen Mode Air. You can't change it in here, but what you can do, if you go back, Zen Mode Air, it allows you to play background sounds in your earbuds. I just turned it on right now, and it was kind of like wilderness, birds chirping, things like that. A little zen to get you relaxed, to get you comfortable, and you can go in here and you can pick from different ones. Nighttime camping, all different ones. Iceland, you download those and save them to your phone so they stay there for whenever you need them. So pretty cool. I like these little extra things that people are putting in. You know, a lot of people can't sleep, or if you're stressed out, some people do need noise when they sleep, so this might be good for some of those. Now, noise cancellation settings, they are on here. Again, you can control them just by squeezing on the stem of your earbud, but we do have noise cancellation off, and then transparency mode. Once again, you can control it. Now, if you go back to noise cancellation, you can see you do have different modes of noise cancellation. So you have max noise cancellation on here. Let me turn down the brightness a little bit so maybe you guys can see it a little better. So max noise cancellation on here. Then you have smart noise cancellation, and then your basic noise cancellation. We'll talk about ANC and transparency mode in a minute. And again, there's your Zen Mode Air. Now, a couple more things in here, which is very cool. OnePlus Audio ID. You can do an audio test. It will play a bunch of low-toned sounds, and you go through the test, so it customizes your hearing experience. Now, earbud fit test. Again, these are very similar to AirPod Pros in a lot of ways. Earbud fit test, you scroll down, you hit play, and it's going to tell you if you have a good seal or not. And again, you guys know how important a good seal is on a pair of earbuds. It makes a huge difference with sound quality, ANC, transparency mode, all of that. It does say average, so I need to get a better seal on my earbud. So let's push these in a little more, and we're going to do another test. Let's check it again, because before I had a good seal, but I am talking. So let's play it again, see if we can get a good seal now. Hopefully, because I don't feel like changing my tips right now. That's right. So now we're good to go. So I had to push them back in. So that is basically the app. So the Hey Melody app on an Android device, not a OnePlus device, and an iPhone, that's what you need to use with these earbuds. And I like it. I love apps, especially ones that you can customize. The only thing that's missing is an EQ. Why is there no EQ in the app? That would have been nice. Now, let's talk about some of the features on here. ANC and ambient mode on here, they're good. And I was pleasantly surprised with the ANC and ambient mode. Now, it doesn't compare to any of the big boys out there, right? There are much better ones out there, but we're also talking about higher price points on earbuds. I think these do a very good job both with transparency mode. The transparency mode sounds natural. It's not very digitally sounding. It does a good job of bringing in that outside noise, and I think it hits a good level with the outside noise that it lets with the outside. I can't speak tonight. With the outside noise that it lets in. Now the ANC, the different modes in the app, there is a difference, and I like it and it takes out a lot of the low rumbles on there. So I think it does a really good job. Again, it's not going to compete with the $250, $300 earbuds, and it shouldn't at $150. It would be nice, right? But it doesn't. But I think these do a good job. I think it's better than mid-range on here, and I think it's a really good start for OnePlus. Now that we have a pair of earbuds with ANC and transparency mode, I think it does a really good job. All right, guys, now we're going to do a mic test on the OnePlus Buds Pro. Again, 3 mics on each earbud, so the mics should sound pretty good, and they are a stem style, which I know a lot of you do not like. I do not mind them because most of the time we get pretty good microphones. So what do you think of the mics on here? This is what it's going to sound like if you're on a call. Drop some comments and let me know. Now we're going to play some crowd noise, see if it makes a difference. All right, guys, now we are in a stadium with some crowd noise, coffee shop, wherever you want. People are talking. This will give you an idea of what phone calls will sound like with people around just being loud. Let me know. Drop some comments. All right, guys. Now, as far as the latency on these earbuds, you're not going to have any issues watching YouTube content, Netflix videos, light gaming, anything like that, and even playing Call of Duty and games like that. Very low to no latency. You might notice a little bit when you're firing a weapon on games like that, but for the most part, it's not going to stop you from playing the games. It does a pretty good job as far as the amount of latency that you see between audio and video. So not bad so far on the OnePlus Buds Pro. Next, let's talk about the sound quality and the volume on the OnePlus Buds Pro. Volume-wise, scale of 1 to 10, right off the bat, I'll give it an 8. You know, they're good enough for most people. Every now and then I would like a little more, but you don't really need it. These things are pretty loud. I have louder earbuds, don't get me wrong. Every now and then, you guys know, if you follow the channel, I like it really loud, and then I like to be able to dial it back. These are close to that, so they do a good job. And like I said already, for most people, they're going to be just fine. Now, as far as the sound quality goes, guys, last year, if I would have picked these up, I would have fallen in love with them. Bass, hits, punchy bass. You know, clarity is good. I do have earbuds that have more clarity to them, but these are good. And these are fun for me. Again, we're getting a lot of fun earbuds right now, like the Beats Studio Buds, right? Not the old Beats. They're the new Beats, different. OnePlus Buds Pro. These are a fun pair of earbuds, and we're getting a lot of bells and whistles on here for the price. And I do want to compare them to other buds in this price point, because they're going to be a fun comparison, right? The AirPods Pro now, even though they're a couple years old, you can get them for around this price at $150. The Galaxy Buds Pro, $150 right now. The Buds 2 that just dropped, which I have a video coming this weekend on the Buds 2, $150. So a lot of buds in this price point. And there are going to be some buds even cheaper that can compare to these, if not beat these out, no problem, because where we are right now in technology, it's ridiculous. But the sound quality on here is good, guys. The volume, I think, is good for most people, and they're fun when it comes to the sound quality. Bass, it's punchy. The clarity is good. I have better here in the studio, and there are better earbuds out there with more clarity, but a lot of those you're going to be paying more money as well. So I think these do a really good job at giving us just a good pair of earbuds. Are they worth $150? You know, again, not my full review. I've only had them for a couple days, but are they worth $150? Yeah, I think it's a good spot. Between $120, $150, I think that's the sweet spot for these. Maybe we're paying a little bit for the OnePlus name, but overall, a solid pair of earbuds. Well done, OnePlus. I'm impressed. I didn't expect to like them as much as I do. Battery life on here is pretty good. You know, wireless charging on here, ANC, transparency mode. I don't have any problems with it. We do get app support. The one thing that I would like to see, maybe we can get it with a software update, since there is an app, is an EQ. I want to be able to adjust it. I could have, if I had an EQ, I could have pulled the highs up a little bit, right? And that's what I want. I want an EQ. You give me an app, I want an EQ. That's just it, guys. Companies, if you're out there listening and you want to give us an app, when we see an app, you know, music lovers, earbud lovers, headphone lovers, whatever it is, if we have an app, we're looking for an EQ. I'm just letting you know. You know, all the other stuff in there is great, but we want an EQ, hands down. But that's it, guys. The OnePlus Buds Pro. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. I'll be back soon, guys. Peace.